starting this video without even knowing what the topic is. I don't have a topic really. Trying to get my chords right. Hold up. Do I put my retainers in? Probably not. Y'all hear my list too much when I have my retainers in. So I gotta take them out for this video to show y'all that I don't have a list always. But anyways, welcome back to Justin and Nano. Hopefully y'all hear me good. I don't know. This is after I've come back from London, back from spring break, so it means it's about March 16th or 15th or 17th, somewhere around that range. I think it's the 16th now. It's March 16th, 2026. That means it's halfway through March, then April, then graduate. So life is moving fast. And it kind of feels surreal, but it doesn't feel surreal. It feels like I'm able to accept that I'm going into my real life now, but then when real life hits me, it's going to have to hit me even harder next time because, I don't know, it's just like a fairy tale to me going into the world where I'm working and just not going to school in a way. And I feel like the school loop's just so long that you're just so committed and you're in it for so long, you can't break it, but I'm going to have to break it whenever I get into the workforce. But I guess that's what the video topic is. I made that topic and I didn't know if I was going to go there, but I'm going to go there, and it's that. Let me stop fidgeting. That's what I'm not supposed to do when I'm speaking after I read my book. I was supposed to read my book during my flight to London and back. Didn't read a second of it. I actually brought 2 books and didn't pick up either one of them out of my backpack. Very unfortunate, but anyways, the topic of the video is life feels surreal, and it's just in a sense that it's moving fast. I know it's happening. I see it's happening. I'm moving with it, but it's just weird seeing it through my own eyes as other people grow up around me that I've known for my whole life, and they grow into people who they're supposed to be, because people all my age that grew up, at least in my class in high school, they're at the bare minimum about to graduate college right now, or have graduated or never went to college. And seeing them grow into what they're gonna go into for their life and their job and their aspirations, it's really the surreal part, seeing them all kind of branch out and do the things that I never thought. You know, some people have turned into fitness influencers. I've seen people become DJs. I've seen people who I never even thought would do this have turned into doing that. And it's just surreal to me, just looking through my eyes and seeing them through social media and real life applications. I don't know, I was going with seeing them through social media and through real life as well was just really surreal. I saw one of my friends who I seen literally probably the last time in elementary school, or at best middle school, and I saw him for the first time and I seriously didn't recognize him at all. He had a mustache, a hat on, and the memories that I have of him were in elementary school, and he was buzz cut, big smile on his face, clear face. I mean, as a kid, of course, but clear face, just a kid, quirky kid. And then now he's grew up and he's doing a trade, I think, and he's making a whole lot of money. I forgot what he said. It's in the 6 figures. And I told him, wow, I'm not even getting out of college and I won't even be close to that. But he's already in the 6 figures doing some trade. And I thought that was just a real example of, in real time, that I saw that the life is moving fast, because to me, the last memory I have of him was when he was 12, 11, 10, and now we're 22, 21, 23, and it's a whole different world right now. But I'm happy to see that he's doing well. I'm happy to see all my other friends that are doing well. I wish I could see the ones who aren't doing well, help them in silence, but I want to be a positive light to anybody if they need the positive light. Be funny, be something to them. I want to be that to them, and I also want to give a moment of silence to the friends that I had in my life who have also passed away. that's also something about life that hits you, and it becomes really real soon. I've seen a friend of mine who was on one of my football team often when I was a kid. He passed away, and a kid that I was on also with a football team and also rode my bus. He also passed away, and it wasn't to any gun violence or anything bad. It was just life. I don't want to go into details of any of them, but it really becomes surreal right there, and it really puts life into perspective that you have to cherish the moments with everybody. And I say that without really fully cherishing the moments with everybody. I don't take them. I guess I could say I take them for granted when, you know, I'm just living. I don't know. I don't know how to accept the moment. I enjoy the moments with people, but I guess I don't know. I must take it for granted. I I feel like no matter how good you do, though, you're always gonna take it for granted because when they're gone, it's just like the void's even bigger, and it's very hard. So, you know, I guess taking it for granted just means that you're not enjoying it, and I'm trying to enjoy my time with people, especially people now in college that I'll never see again. I mean, I'll probably see them again, but the people I'll see less, I have to enjoy the time that I have with them for these last couple 6, 8 weeks or whatever it is, and kind of take it how it is, and move with it all accordingly and enjoy it, because that's not taking it for granted, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. And you should do that with all your friends as well. Every time you hang out with them, don't be mad at them for too long. Don't hold a grudge for too long. Don't be stuck up if they're your friend, and don't try to be mad at anybody. It's just gonna bring more negativity, and nothing good comes out of negativity. So just try to be a positive light. That's what I try to be. I try to have no enemies. I don't think I have any enemies, and be the bright side of people and make them want to hang out with you so you can enjoy moments together with these people and cast a light over the world that shines bright and shines goodness to everybody. And that's what I ask for every night is happiness and togetherness and health and healing for all people in the world, because when the world's happy, it's a better place. So keep being you. If you want to know why, I should start thinking about Michael Jackson's song. I said make the world a better place. It's a song called Heal the World by Michael Jackson, and I said if you want to know why, that's a lyric in the song, and make the world a better place is also a lyric in the song. So that kind of sums up what I'm talking about, is just make the world a better place and heal the world. A good example of that one, and that's what I wish every day for, and I try to make the world a better place myself, so you should as well. But also make sure to get back to the point that every moment you take, every moment you're giving is done well, and it brings some value to yourself and value to other people around you and value to the world. If you do that, you'll have a good life. If somebody moves on without you, you can still cherish the moments. You can be sad, you can be this or that, but as long as you do it well, you will have better look back memories than what you would not have had if you didn't do well. And I think that is why some of my first videos on my channel, when I was going through my little mental rut about, you guys know what, if you go back to those videos, I went through my mental rut because I didn't do the moments well. I know I didn't do them well. I wish I gave the moments back, or I wish the moments never happened. I wish none of it ever happened, so I can never have that mental rut. And to be honest, it phases into me every once in a while when I think about it, but I can't get past it. But that's just an example of how I didn't do it well, and the memories are even more cursed, and they're a double-edged sword to me, because the good ones are bad and the bad ones are bad. So it just comes at me, double-edged sword every time. I feel like I didn't do anything right, and that makes every memory bad. So the people that I hang around with now, are trying to make everything good. I've done some things. I've become really critical on myself to make my relationships with people better, and I always kind of reflect with myself after every conversation with somebody, because I'm like, dang, I could have said this to make it better conversation. I could have done that, and that's just one way that's like it makes a moment better in a way. And that kind of goes back to the main point. This connects with the video of making every moment count, because life is surreal. It's coming quick. And when I think about the moments that I have with, I'll make sure I'm recording. When I think back to the moments I have with people when I'm talking, I always get mad when I'm talking to them. And a good example is when I was talking about that guy earlier from my childhood who I said I don't remember seeing since he was like 10 or 11. I was having a conversation with him, and I was just kind of in so much shock talking to him that I didn't even make a real conversation. I just said, "What do you do for work?" And he asked me, "What do I do?" And I said, "I do this." And then the conversation ended. And I remember I was very mad at myself. And it was like a 5-second conversation. He probably didn't care, but that kind of just was like, dang, I could have made that better, could have made it more memorable, could have got some more information, so for the next time I saw him, it could have been relevant to the conversation, but I did bad. And I've done that a lot with other people lately as well, and I'm really trying to change from what was in 2025 and how I especially acted in the situation that you guys fully know about at this point, but I wish I could make those conversations better. And also things with work, I wish I could have done those better. I wish I could have done a lot of things better, but I can't look into the past. I can only go into the future, and the past is building on to my future to make my future better. Is which I hope, if I keep building on my past, to make it cut out the bad habits and insert new habits that make things memorable. So I'm going to try to do that. So that's why the past is important. That's why history class is important. And that's what they say. We have to look to the past to figure out what was bad and what was good, and bring it on to the future and build on it. And that applies to your life as well. So try to cherish the moments with the people. And cherish to me is just make it happy. Be yourself. Don't make it a mad moment. Don't be mad. Don't hold a grudge. Just make it good, because especially people my age, childhood doesn't last forever, and I kind of see my childhood gap is just really closing right here. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Everybody has that inner child in them, but we are gonna have real big responsibilities soon, especially in the next like 5-10 years. It's just gonna be in 10 years. I won't even be thinking about my childhood anymore. It's gonna be 10 years into my career, but 5 years or next year or two is gonna be real serious, real reflection time, and making myself more serious about my life as well. And I don't know where I'm going with my life. This is also something I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with my life. I don't know what I'm going to be doing in the next year and then the next 5 years, but I do have some aspirations, and I want to build to those aspirations with my dreams right now, and I hope that I get to that point. So I went to London, and I went to Norway, I went to New York, and when I'm traveling, I see that all the travelers are all doing something different, and something about what I want to do with my job is whatever job I end up getting, hopefully in the next 5 years I'm doing it, is a job where I'm traveling a lot. So I want to travel to different countries, different states in the United States, different everywhere, and make deals or be the business person on the flight, and I want to feel important, right? And that's just a dream and aspiration of mine, and I have to build to get there, and that's what I think is going to happen in the future, but I don't know. But that's an aspiration for mine. I'm trying to get there, but I don't even know where I'm going with that. But yeah, I just don't know where my life's going. I kind of do know where it might be going in the near future, but I don't know in the far future. But I'm not gonna be fully thinking about that right now as I try to enjoy these last few weeks of. I really do think these are the last few weeks of my childhood, because college, there's slight responsibilities, there's slight things, but really they call us college kids still. We're not really, adults. There's not. People pay bills, people do this and that, they still have responsibilities, but After you graduate college, there's no profession where it's like, oh, that's a kid. He's the young worker, he's the new guy, but he's not a kid anymore. He's in the world, so like, no more being a kid. So I'm gonna enjoy these last. Let's see, end of. So this week is end of March, and then the real end of March is the 20s. In April, all 4 of April, and May. Yeah, so I have 7 weeks, give or take 7 weeks left of my childhood, and I'm gonna try to enjoy those 7 weeks. Um, um, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for these 7 weeks. I'm ready for these closing weeks of my childhood, and hopefully I can enjoy them with some of the people that were in my childhood and some of the new people that I met. And it's not like these people are all going to go away, but we're all going to be moving away, and that's relatively mildly sad, but that's just how life goes, and we all know it's going to happen, so it's not a shock, but we have to be we have to let it happen, and even if we're not prepared, it's going to happen. So yeah, but I'm going to try to enjoy these last few weeks. I don't know, the people that I actually like the people, I mean, I don't hate anybody. The people that I know, it's like the people that I like. It's, people that I like. I don't hate anybody, but the people that I like, I want to spend time with. But there's some people that I just can't hang out with anymore, right? So, I don't know. You have to split that up. I don't know. I'm just thinking about other stuff. To hang out with one person, I have to hang out with other people. And some of those other people are, they're, they're, they're just kind of acquaintances, and want to. That's too much. Some of them are acquaintances, and there's about 2 friends actually in there, and some of those acquaintances might know more than I think they know, and that's mildly embarrassing. And dang, did my retainer snap? No way, my retainer snapped. But yeah, my some of them might know more than I think they know, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna hang out with my real friend, and if it's gonna be with that group, I'm just gonna say no, because my happiness for myself is much more important than my happiness towards them, or their happiness for me that they gain from me, right? And I won't be happy out there if certain people are out there in that group of acquaintances. So I'm gonna try to hang out with my own friend, get them out of the way, or get them in a party where it's just a party of them, where it's just the ones that are my friends and aren't acquaintances. I don't know. You guys, I wish I could tell you more, but I can't tell you the politics of the grouping, but just know I'm gonna try and enjoy my friends, and you guys will see. You guys will see. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's all I have for today's video. It was kind of 2 directions. It was a mix of how fast life is, and then where my life's going, and then what I'm gonna be doing the next few weeks. But I'm a yapper, I'm a rambler. And I made this 18 minutes long, so I'm gonna end the video right now. I'm trying to think of anything else that's of any slight importance to you guys, but I do not think there is. You guys know everything that's currently going on in my life, basically, and that's good enough for you guys. And I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully y'all see the one video I made in London. I made a video walking on the street. I don't even know what it sounds like yet. It was very windy that day. It was cold. I don't even know what I said. I think I said the world is big. You guys will have seen that video before this one, because I filmed it, of course, before this, because I just got back from London. But I think I was saying the world is big, and I don't know. I don't even know what I said. The world is big, and some of the small things happen in your life really don't matter because they're a microscope in the grand scheme of things, and especially even more of a microscope in your life. See, the list is messing me up with these retainers, and the microscope is really even more microscopic in your life, because this one moment that you think is horrible and I think it's horrible. Like y'all saw at the start of my video of this channel, it's a microscopic point in my life, and it's just really not that significant. And I'm just smiling now. It's really not that significant in the grand scheme of things, and the microscope of what you're doing right now is the only reason why it feels as important. And going to London showed that the world is bigger. There's more people out there. It's it's more forgiving than you think, but it's also hard at the same time. Don't think it's just going to forgive you. It's more forgiving than you think, and it's not as hard as you think as well. So, well, it is hard, but it's forgiving as well. And there's a balance between that, and just kind of seeing the world again, it just kind of shows that there's a lot out there. And that's all I want to say, because you guys see, it was literally a 2-minute video though, so I'm kind of expanding on it more, but you guys have seen that video. I was rushing down the street. It's maybe not even 2 minutes long, but yeah, the world's bigger than you think as well. So don't let the small things get to you. And I'm letting the small things get to me when I was starting this channel. And I think I'm finally, I'm not over them. I'm not over all the small things that happen in my life, because I make everything an issue. Like when I conversate with people and I think that I did bad, I think next time I see them, I'm just going to be a train wreck because I overthought it, but they probably don't care. But whatever. It's a microscopic issue, and I'm going to try to get better at them, and you guys are going to get better at them as well. We're going to do this together. But that's all from this video. No mercy in it. This is Justin and Nano, and I am out.